Rudolph on a give for Gainwell. He's got a lane. Gainwell lunges his body to the 30-yard line. That's a shotgun on 2nd and short. Rudolph to throw it. Looking for a big play. Sideline, and it's intercepted.
On cue.
Deshaun Wright, but he was out of bounds.
I don't know. Let's see. One hand up. Both feet down. Did he have possession?
The ruling on the field is an interception by the defense. First down, Chicago.
I think that's a catch. He's got possession there. He had
good job in replay. Good interception too, fellas.
Tremendous pick. Williams will skirt out of bounds. So he's lining up at the fullback position.
That's a lot of weight coming downhill.
Oh, what a cut by Monungai, and he gets caught by the ankles. Fake the handoff. Williams, the quick throw is on time to Burton. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they've run the fewest offensive plays per game, and they have the most plays on defense. Williams, a strike to DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. Moore throws the ball into the crowd.
Watch this little whip route from DJ Moore. It looks like he's going out. Nope. Skirts his way back inside. Caleb puts the ball perfectly on time. That is a quarterback and his receiver in sync.
This team started the year 4-1. They've dropped 3 of their last 5. Warren has room to the outside. Jalen Warren leaps into the body of the tackler. Working from the 30-yard line. Warren stays in there. Fake the handoff. Rudolph floats it up top, and it's hauled in. A hit downfield to Skowronek. 10th play of the drive. Motion man is Metcalf. They need 2 yards. Rudolph, safety valve. Gainwell, he's going to get there and then some. First down. Signed as a free agent last year by Chicago. First and goal for the Steelers. Rudolph swings it out. DK Metcalf turns it upfield and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
This might actually be considered a lateral in a run play, but watch this motion. They get him behind the 3 tight ends, put the ball in his hands, and he's just got 3 blockers in white jerseys out front. No problem at all. And this is, you can see the linebackers moving and everybody shifting over. That's what that shift in motion does.
Here's Williams in the pocket. Williams trying to get out of the pocket. He won't. Loses the ball, and the Steelers jump on top of it. It's a touchdown, and it's T.J. Watt. We were in those joint practices preseason against Miami and Buffalo, and where the team is now. He's a big reason for the offense's success. He's taken command. Williams, that one is on the money to Loveland.
That they will find a way in every game they're in.
The Bears had gone 3 straight games without a giveaway. Swift. And it is really close.
Steelers are trying to claim it's their ball.
And Pittsburgh is pointing as if they've got it. The officials were locked in on the line to gain. Everybody celebrating for Pittsburgh.
First down, Pittsburgh. Timeout.
Let's see if we can see anything here. I mean, if you're a Bears fan, you're thinking forward progress. Come on. But when they don't rule forward progress, it makes it very tough to overturn.
So at the end of that run, the ball was taken away by Black. All of it. Because that ball was shifting on the play. Rudolph, short pass. Darnell Washington is willing to take on multiple defenders, and he plows.
Gordon back at some point, but unfortunately not today for the Bears.
They're down in 6. Pop pass to Gainwell. He circles. Gainwell gets there. We have an updated weight on Washington if the situation comes up to explain it. Hayward.
Man, he stalled right out of the gate there. I think that extra weight from Washington might have helped.
Steelers think they have the first down. The Bears disagree, and the officials agree with the Bears. 3rd down and 10 now for Chicago. It's a nickel package for the Steelers. Williams deep drop, clean pocket, throws it underneath, and the catch made by Loveland. He's trying to get the yards necessary, but will not. It's Williams from the gun. Williams, quarterback keeper, he's got it. And he gets pushed at the end of the play
to execute.
So this drive continues now for Chicago. Trickery. Eventually it's Burden. And Burden's got a running lane. This was a concern for Mike Tomlin. The fact that Ben Johnson. Clock continues to tick. 5:24 left in this first half. Williams sets, throws. Wide open. Makes the connection to Odunze. Bears, 3rd and 5, 4 minutes to go, first half. Williams throws it, and it's caught for the touchdown. Loveland carries a defender with him for the score.
This is going to turn out to be a one-on-one matchup. Colson Loveland against Kyle Duggar. And he sets him up with a tiny little outside at the top of the route and then cuts it back across, and Caleb puts it right on his body.
Motion man is Washington. They're going to pitch it to Warren. Cuts it, slithering through a hole. And Warren with an excellent gain.
Held it in there a little longer, which created an awkward situation.
Ball is spotted at the 44, and they run it to Gainwell. Kenneth Gainwell, the speed, lunging to the pylon. Touchdown, Steelers. First and goal inside the 1. Pitch it to Warren. Nobody there. Warren, touchdown. Penalty marker on the play. Warren, the Steelers take the lead.
Out on the edge, Ben Skoranek is just going to run a little slant route, which brings his cornerback inside with him, leaving the edge completely free for Jaylen Warren to walk in.
Ultra reliable. 3rd down and 5. Under a minute to go. Williams, soft toss, handled by Burden. Zigzags his way into Pittsburgh territory at the 49.
Call your timeout here.
They do.
They got 1 left after this. You can see that sun coming off of his visor. That could have played an issue.
Williams underneath, a lot of traffic. Burden creates after the catch. And Burden is dumped inside the 30. The clock is moving.
I can't imagine they're going to take a shot at the end zone. It's going to take so long. Yeah, wasting some time.
So they throw it towards the sideline. It's incomplete. As long this year as 54. Scott Daly to snap it. Hold by Taylor. Leaning in. The 47-yarder is good.
He's playing some of his best ball here in Chicago.
So, new set of downs for Pittsburgh. Play action. Rudolph out of the pocket. This time he's not getting away. Montez Sweat gets home. He is 10 of 21 through the air. Williams, it's on target. Odunze takes it into Pittsburgh territory, and they will whistle him down at the 43-yard line. That ball was behind Odunze, and he made a nice adjustment to bring it in. That throw is right on the money to Odunze. Has 170 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, turns this into a 3rd and manageable. Flags are down. Williams downfield, open man, touchdown, DJ Moore.
Watch what Odunze does to Jaylen. It's going to completely open up all this space right here, and DJ Moore is going to have nobody around him whatsoever. Wide open touchdown on the free play. Caleb Williams taking it.
Or do they maintain the current game plan, which has been a whole lot of screen passes? Jonnu Smith.
And he's reaping the benefits.
Metcalf is back in there. Rudolph looking. Rudolph is sacked.
Ball's out. Ball's out.
Ball is rolling around. Who's got it? Bears had a shot at it. Steelers then had a chance. 3:52 remaining in the 3rd. Williams with a deep drop. Downfield. Hits his man, DJ Moore, the catch and curl. Inside the 35.
There's a little crowd noise that plays into it. Also knowing my own lineman.
Handoff. Manungai. He just doesn't stop. Handoff. Manungai. He's a hammer. Touchdown, Bears.
Push from the guys in the middle. Tooney, Dahlman, Jackson. He doesn't even get touched before he crosses the goal line. give credit to the... Think about that Skoranek over from earlier.
Rudolph slings it, handled by Austin, first down. Good move upfield by Austin to get extra yards inside the 40. Gainwell in the backfield. He releases. Rudolph looks for him. Gainwell the catch, makes his move. And Gainwell is stood up short of the line to gain.
It benefits you more to try and get the 7 than to settle for the 3 now.
From the gun, double clutch, touchdown, Freiermuth plays with a touchdown strike from Rudolph.
There's a lot of traffic, a lot of confusion amongst the Bears defenders. Look at all 3 just kind of standing together in a grouping, and Freiermuth slips behind him. That little bunch formation really put the Bears and Ramsey up high, giving them that too high look, and then rotated down, and Caleb was just trying to decipher it all.
He fires, the ball nearly got dislodged, and Loveland holds on to it. It's not enough for the first down. Coming back in 1995. They trail 31-28. Rudolph, he throws. Good hands by Washington. Yes, proceed at your own risk if you want to tackle Darnell Washington. The long run by Rudolph negated by the penalty. Fake the handoff. Rudolph in the pocket. Rudolph, his pass is deflected. Incomplete. Bears up by 3. Williams out of the pocket. Williams on the move. Throws. Incomplete. Steelers are down by 3 to the Bears. Working quickly here. And he hits Gainwell. Gainwell gets out of bounds with 1:03 to go.
Yeah, even though the status of the clock was a stop clock with incomplete, an injury in that situation, they will be assessed a timeout inside of 2, fellas.
The throw by Rudolph is on time to Metcalf. Clock is ticking. They need 6 yards. Rudolph throws, and it's tipped at the line of scrimmage. It's over. The Bears defense comes through. Victory formation for Chicago.
Not the same old Bears. Ben Johnson's been saying it all year long. Kevin Byard's been saying it all year long. These are not your same old Chicago Bears.
They are 8-1 in their last 9 games. They hold off the Steelers.